today we have high increase of people coming up with kidney diseases. For our dialysis machines, in some months they are on, in some months they are off.
One misconception that people have about nursing is all about following doctor's order.
Good day, and welcome to Aspure Multimedia Studio, where true talk makes pure sense. I am Julie Felicity, and today Aspure shines its spotlight on the heart and soul of our healthcare system, our nurses. It's International Nurses Day, a time to celebrate the dedication, hard work, and compassion of all our nurses around the world. Whether they are holding the patient's hand during their hardest moment, or they are coordinating complex care work behind the scenes, nurses play a vital role in keeping our communities healthy. And joining me today to talk to you are two dedicated nurses with years of experience. These are passionate people and young, by the way. These people have seen it all. The challenges, the triumphs, you name it. And I'm pleased to introduce to you today registered nurse Blessing Beatrice. It's so good to have you in the studio today.
Thank you very much.
And we also have in the studio today nephrology nurse Muhammad Ibrahim. It's so good to have you in the studio today.
It's my pleasure.
All right, let's go back. Go back to the basics. Starting with you, our nephrology nurse. What inspired you to become a nurse? Tell us about your journey into nursing.
What inspired me to work as a nurse is that I am deeply concerned to care for the sick. I have that passion to provide a positive impact to the healthcare needs of people within my community and the society at large.
All right, that's great. Nurse Blessing.
Yes,
So tell us your journey into nursing.
what inspired me to be a nurse? Actually, I have the passion for nursing. Right from while I was growing up, I remember there was a time that my mom was actually sick. She was seriously sick. So there is this nurse who delivers home delivery. She came around, gave my mom some medication. From there, after some few hours, my mom actually was at least she was better. So from there, I began to develop interest in nursing career. I said, okay, I would love to explore this profession more. I would love to know what is in this profession. So from there, I started having interest, developing interest. And also, I love taking care of sick people. That's another thing that's inspired me too.
So over the years, there are so many misconceptions about nursing. So many out there. So what is one misconception people have about nursing that you know that you want to also clear the air about it?
Okay, one misconception that people have about nursing is all about following doctor's order. Well, in reality, people underestimate the autonomy and the critical thinking that nurses use on a daily basis. Nursing is beyond just following doctor's order. It's more of assessment of patients. It's more of developing care plan and also implementing it and also making critical decisions.
That's interesting. Nurse Mohammed, let's hear from you.
I would like to emphasize more on the issue of people, society thinking that nurses are doctors' assistants, which is not true. Nursing is a profession which it has a regulation and it has a body and it has a standard. Even at that, nursing we have hierarchy where we follow hierarchy. In that hierarchy, you have specialties in nursing, which ranges from nephrology nurse, peri-operative nurse, anesthetic nurse, accident and emergency nurse, ICT, orthopedic, ENT, ophthalmic. And each of these specializations have their own role to play.
It's so good to know that nursing has various specialties. I'm very sure most of us thought that nurse is a nurse. There are no specialties, but we know better now. So let's act differently. So we know nursing can be very, very challenging. Physically, emotionally, mentally can be challenging. So what are the biggest challenges nurses face?
Okay, one of the biggest challenges that nursing face, staffing shortages. Okay, let's say in a hospital setting with overwhelming number of patients, you just found inadequate number of nurses working in such hospitals, which is something that can even lead to burnout or emotional stress, and which is not supposed to be. And secondly, when it comes to limited resources, let's say in case of labor, that's in delivery, there are so many items that are supposed to be there in the delivery room to actually conduct delivery, but you see people and the nurses or midwives will be running helter skelter due to what inadequate supply of resources that might be needed to have a safe delivery without any kind of complications. In most cases, these inadequate resources can lead to complications, maternal death, or even fetal deaths.
Nurse Mohammed, what do you think are the challenges nurses face today?
The major aspect, the issue of understaffing. The second aspect is the issue of poor enabling environments to carry out some of the procedures. Let me tilt towards my specialty, the nephrology aspect. In nephrology, today we have high increase of people coming up with kidney diseases. And as such, in our facility, we are handicapped. We cannot take responsibility of such incidents. More patients are coming up, but we are incapacitated to take care of them. We know the technical know-how, but we can't do it. Most of our dialysis machines today, they work for a few days. In some months, they are on. In some months, they are off.
Okay, thank you very much. Please help save lives. All right, Nurse Blessing, was there any experience that made you feel like you chose the right path, that reaffirmed your purpose as a nurse? Tell us the experience.
The experience I've ever had that actually made me realize that I'm really into this, I've chosen the right path, which is a nursing career. There was this certain time they brought in a patient, actually a pregnant woman, okay, for delivery. At the process of labor, she started bleeding all of a sudden. It's something that we do perform, which is the VA. So after doing the VA, and then I realized that something was actually wrong, which we didn't dictate earlier. So after some time, when the bleeding was more, so I made a call to the doctor. I said, I think we have a case of placenta previa. He said, okay, we should refer the patient to him. So when they got there, we do communicate because we gave them referral form in which we are going to get a feedback from them. Whatever that happened between the patient and the doctor, we're going to get the feedback from them. So after everything, we have been communicating with the doctor. He said, yeah, after everything, it was actually placenta previa, so she have to undergo CS. That's cesarean section. So from there, I now noticed that, no, in as far as I was able to dictate such case without really using any kind of device, I think really I'm really called for this.
And you helped save a life.
Yes.
2 lives, in fact.
Yes.
That is great.
Thank you.
So Nurse Mohammed, tell us your story.
I had a patient that required what is called catheterization. When I called the attention of my female colleague, fortunately, at that time, was not feeling fine. I approached my patient on bed. Can I catheterize you? This procedure will help. My patient said, no, I can't because I'm a man and I respect her opinion. I said, let me look for a lady from nearby ward to assist you. Fortunately, when I invited that lady, she couldn't insert the catheter. It has to be surgical intervention, which though I invite the surgical team that we work together, at the end of the day, we are able to sort it out and perform the procedure.
So finally, before we go, for our audience that are considering a career path in nursing, what advice would you have for them, Nurse Blessing?
Okay. My advice for the viewers is when you set your mind to achieve something, work towards it with passion and determination, and nothing will stop you from achieving it.
That is great. Nephrology nurse Mohammed, what advice would you have for our audience?
Choose a good career. Have passion for your career. Don't go for what people are going, because your friend said, I want to do medicine. I want to go for medicine.
Thank you very much, Nurse Blessing and Nephrology Nurse Mohammed, for coming to speak with us, sharing your story and your perspective with us. We really appreciate it. From all of us at Aspure Multimedia Studio, we are wishing you a happy International Nurses Day. Keep saving the world, one patient at a time. Ensure to like, share, and comment on this video. Also, follow us on all social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and TikTok at Aspure Connect. Until we come your way again next time, stay tuned to Aspure Multimedia Studio.